We're going to make a mini book from our mini books kit. This one is free printable in our Facebook group because our group has now reached 25,000 members. However, there are a further 3 mini books available in our shop. I'm demonstrating with the Christmas one, and as you can see, this is what would print out. This one I've double side printed with the plain, and then we have our elements page and 2 book covers on our book cover page. First thing I will do is cut everything out and then we're good to go. To make the cover, it's already basically here for you. You just need to score down all the lines that are available. You can use a scoring board, but equally you can just use a ruler. Once you've scored it all up, you can then fold it together. Here you have the spine of the book and the inside of the spine of the book. So now you can see that is your front cover, and that's what happens when you open it out. And this is your back cover. You can simply glue all of that together. If you're worried about white showing through, personally, rather than retrim it, I would stain those edges with, say, a vintage photo, which is probably what I'm going to do. Just use a glue stick for now, and maybe something a bit finer along the edges to make sure it fully catches. I'm using a glue stick because that tends to not wrinkle paper. Although this is a good quality print paper, it's not a card. Fold everything up. That is my mini book cover made. With my pages, I'm going to want to fold those in half. I'm not always going to do the pattern at the front of the page. Sometimes I'll do it in the center. You can see that you get plain pages and pattern pages. That is actually your book pages. When you put them together, you'll notice they stagger now. So what you're going to want to do is, when they are all together, get a paper clip, clip them together. Using a very sharp craft knife, we shall be trimming these pages. And then the same at the top and the bottom. Everything has been trimmed up and stained up. So all these page edges have been stained with the vintage photo, as has the cover. And now, to make this super quick, rather than stitch these pieces in, we're going to take a piece of this raffia type Christmas string, which is normally for tying presents. Wrap that around the spine. And tie everything in. Trim up those ends. It's not elasticated, that's why I've tied the pages in place. That is the basic mini book made. Next thing we're going to do is decorate our mini journal with elements that were part of the kit. For example, we have these ready-made pockets that I can put down and add some tags to. We can put in some of the tags from the kit. We've got this, which could act as a belly band, and we could now go to, for example, a plain page. Add a bit of glue just along 2 edges. I have a tall, slim one. There we go. I could use this as a side loading. We can get a pocket from this one. Could do a little cutout, roughly halfway, like that. You can use the spare one, punch some curves into that. There's another tag. Here we have a double page. We could make this a tuck spot by simply gluing along a couple of the edges and put that in there. Take another one, so you could have double like that. That's some examples of some pockets and tuck spot ideas. Another thing you can do is on your plainer pages, try putting on some simple decoration, one of these, and glue it all down. Another quick page idea would be to use these, but to use some spare papers to create a flip. Then create a fold. Trim a little off that fold at an angle up to the crease line. Corner the bottom. Could stain those edges. Then we can use that as a tuck spot for our flip. So our flip would go on there, and then when we lift it up we have a picture, but I wouldn't do it on that page, I'd find another one. I'm going to initially glue that on there, flip it over. On the back I'll be gluing a bit that's going to hold that flip down. Put that on. Now we have a flip that goes that way. You can work through your flips, so you could have another flip that goes this way. Cut it at that angle like before. I'm going to take my stain the edges. This time I won't round it. I'm attaching to that lucky horseshoe image. I'm going to go over the back of this so that I can put that on the page. Look at that. So we're building layers and layers of interest in our mini book now. Here we could do a small something, and I'm thinking we could make a pocket from that Santa. I've created a different shape pocket again. See how quickly you can work through these with designs that are already basically given to you in the kit. Gone to my own stash now and found a few small pieces here. This has been made from a previous project. I don't know if it'll fit on any of these pages. Actually, it'll fit there, and that's got a 3D on it, but it might be quite nice to put that on the back cover. Looking through this, I think there's ample in here. We've got the cover, it's got the pages already in. It's pretty well decorated up already with pockets, plain pages, flips, straightforward decoration, more flips, and so on. And then that back detail there. We have another cover, so I could make a second mini journal, print up another set of pages. I've still got plenty of tags left over and spare bits to make pockets from. That's quite a nice little stocking stuffer, or you could even hang it from a Christmas tree, punch a hole in it, put a wire or a loop through it, and you've got a Christmas tree decoration.